See the bottom. We turned on all the water except for the kitchen sink and the bathtub. I turned this one on too, and I can't get the camera to go to the bottom connection. So we can see the top. That's the top connection right there. It is what it is.
How far does it go from the top to the connection, would you guess?
Probably 2-3 feet.
Oh
down.
yeah, so
3 feet down.
from the house all the way out to that last
top
point.
connection. Yeah. I'm going to show you this right now so you can see this as I go. I'm going to push the camera in to show you the drop. So this is the top connection here, which you can see is a little bit misaligned. You know, that's what happens with crack pipe connections, coupling connections. Over the years with tree root and settling, they get off a little bit.
So it's typically done with like a rubber seal kind of thing?
No.
Or is everything is PVC?
No, the crack pipe has coupling connections which are metal.
Right.
So, and then if you're going from one material to another, PVC to crack or cast, then they use the rubber boot, the Fernco.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the drop. Let's see if I can get back in that. Well, it's on the video. You'll see it when you pull out, when you see the video. But there is some buildup on the top part of the pipe, so if that gets worse, you're going to have it snaked out. And it's hard to snake when you're in the drop, because what happens is pipe goes, 4-inch pipe goes down, so the snake's going to only go where the snake goes, right? So when it drops, if it's on the top, then it's not hitting that.
Right.
So you just want to make sure you keep the other part clear.
Okay.
So this will all be in my report.
Yeah. So this is the driveway right here, right?
Yep.
And I'll show you a couple things that you got going on that I saw already. So let's pull back and we'll check it out. I didn't see any cracks, anything like that. This is just calcium buildup around this connection here. Not a big deal. You want to make sure that, you know, with an older sewer line like this, I'm going to recommend that you have it inspected every 3 to 4 years anyway.
Okay.
So once that calcium gets built up, and I've seen it where it's almost blocking the whole pipe, so you use an expandable cutter for that. And just like the drop, you use an expandable cutter for it too, so that you can get the most out of that you can. And what the expandable cutter does is it goes in closed. When it gets inside the pipe, it opens to the inside wall of the pipe. So, because a lot of times, like if you had, yesterday I had one that was just full of tree root.
Yeah.
So in a 4-inch line, a plumber will come out and put a 2-inch hole through that. What does that do for you?
Right.
In 3 months, it's closed up again.
Right.
So you got to use that expandable cutter.
Now the expandable cutter, you're able to, once you get to the obstruction, you could electronically turn that on where it'll rotate itself.
Yeah.
And,
It's on the same snake reel
Right,
as the normal cutter. Now here is where what I think we were talking about. This, a lot of times, and I have this in my basement too, when you have a drastic change like that going on a down angle, they'll put a rubber boot on that. So that looks like that's open, but I believe that's a Fernco. But that's another thing that you're going to have to watch, because if the next inspection you have, if that pipe is hanging lower than this, then it's not a Fernco, and that pipe is going, you know, it's breaking. Yeah, it's breaking its seal. But I do believe that's a Fernco. Crack pipe is pretty clean.
Oh yeah, you sink the water around.
There you've got about a 3. I don't think he's running water up there. No, it's not running. So you got about a 4-foot belly there, starting at about 61 feet out. It's good that it's out. If that 4-foot belly was closer to the foundation wall, then you're taking a chance with overloading that belly and the belly coming back and coming through your floor drains. But like I said before, since we can't see the bottom connection of the tap to the city sewer, I'm going to run a test anyway where I pull the camera back to just outside the foundation wall. We'll turn on all the water in the house, including the tub. As long as we have enough cold water going, we'll do the hot water if we have to. And I want to see if I can get that to back up.
Okay.
There's another connection. You can see how that lip is just a little off.
Yeah.
And that's just from settling and everything, right? Normal. Another one there. I just picked up this camera today. You see those lines going when I pull back? See those lines?
Yeah.
They said they couldn't see that. I'm like, what? Did you take the camera out of the reel? Did you put
Right,
it?
yeah.
Really? You didn't see it? Oh, put it on a flash drive and record it for me. Really?
I know, is it like a screen issue or is it?
It's a
the actual
it's the
connection to
camera. It's the camera connection. Yep. Because it's self-leveling and it's brand new. I'm like, well, you're gonna fix this.
It's like some sort of static.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I can see the loose wire.
Can't see it. Okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I have 2 reels, and I never have 2 reels out at the same time. One's always in the shop. The other one I just spent $1,500 on. Yep. Okay, so here's where your crock pipe connects to your cast iron. So everything in your house is cast iron going out except for this newer that they put in, newer stack. But everything's cast iron, and then as soon as it gets outside the foundation wall, about 4 feet or so, it connects to your crock pipe, which travels all the rest of the way. The only thing I saw with the cast iron is right here it's moderately scaled, and as I pull back it seems to get a little bit worse to where I call it heavily scaled. Not here. Right here is really nice. And I'm going to show you what I found. Wow, this cast iron actually runs out about 30 feet. That's very different. So here you start seeing some of the scale. When the crock pipe actually deteriorates, the cast iron actually scales like a snake. So pieces come off and land on the bottom of the pipe, and that's when you know that the walls are getting thinner on your cast iron. See it there on the side?
Yeah.
And as you see, as I pull back, it even gets worse.
Cast iron pipe is longer pieces of pipe. It's not like the crock
Yes.
where they're only
Right.
3 feet each one,
Yeah,
or 2
they can be
feet.
2 feet, 3 feet, they can be 10 feet, they can be 12 feet.
What's that, the crock?
The crock,
Yeah, the cast iron comes in 10-foot lengths.
Cast
right?
iron, yes.
Or 8-foot lengths.
And you can't even see, most of the time, like with a pipe like this, you
Right.
can't even see those connections because
Right.
it's almost like that pipe is welded, you know, it's all,
Yeah,
it's all scaling at the same time.
Typically, though, that ain't gonna drop, the cast iron.
No, it's not gonna drop, but it will collapse
Yeah,
over time.
right.
So as you see here, that was probably a connection right there. As you see, it's getting worse. This is something you're really going to want to keep a close eye on. That right there is just a tap into the line from a drain.
Okay.
Yep. But see how it's getting heavier and heavier. So it's getting heavier and heavier here. This is your PVC pipe here where it connects to the cast.
Right.
And look how heavy that is.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So what I'd like to see you do with this, first of all, is I'd like to see you water jet that out.
Okay.
And I'm going to put in my report to use a lower PSI on that water jetting. I just want enough water jet to get that out of the line.
Break it down.
Yep. If they go full blast with water jetting, you know, you could do damage. With a pipe that's scaling that bad, you don't want to snake that. You'll go right through that wall with that cutter.
Okay.
So it's just things that you need to stay up on.
Is that something you do, the water jet, or
I
is
do
that, no, you don't do
I
that?
only
Run
do
it.
inspection.
Oh, yep.
We're not gonna have any backing up issues, really, but this is just kinda looking at like the health of the pipes, and this one's not looking too good, but.
It has some age left in it. It's just got to be cleared out.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Carefully.
Yes, and then with this kind of,
So this is like the pieces of the pipe itself that are
Yes.
falling off and
Yes.
collecting?
yep. And that right there is, probably when they connected it together, they should have washed that out. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy that they didn't do that. They just left it in there.
Where's the tap in at the street for this?
The tap is 2 feet south of the middle of the street. If you go outside in the front yard, you'll see,
Right.
if you look to your east, you'll see the cap.
So
in the
does this
street.
follow the driveway the whole way? Is it all underneath the driveway, you think?
I can find that out if you want to know it.
Because I'm wondering why the driveway's so badly cracked in that. I don't think there'd be a divot that big enough where it would cause that.
Not, if it was from the sewer line,
It was
you'd
long.
have a collapse.
Right.
You'd have new pipe out there already.
Right, oh yeah, and you're seeing cracks. still.
Yeah,
You're still-
because,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
That's
it
right.
would,
Yeah.
it would have to be damaged really bad
Right.
for that to happen.
Yeah,
Especially at, you know, we're probably right outside the foundation wall here, we're at least 7 feet underground.
Right.
So,
so you're looking at it from here to the tap, probably 50 feet at least.
oh, no, it's more than that. It's about 90
90,
feet altogether, yeah. Going out and then going,
All right.
yep.
You gotta hear the doorbell.
Pretty wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were chasing this wire up and it goes up to a doorbell. It's got a festive tone to it.
I remember years ago they were saying when they were doing GPS.
Just open that door right there.
People like Mike Tyson were doing the voices.
Oh, yeah, yep.
You know,
Yep.
Arnold Schwarzenegger telling you turn left, turn right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that is funny.
I don't think you've heard that before.
Got the prison shower.
Yeah, prison job.
Hey, look, the wrapping we just used too.
I know.
I think it's.
I'm gonna see if I can push this scale out with my camera here. At least to flatten it out. So it's not a mound.
Right, yeah.
You know? So the water's not having a hard time getting over it.
Just a little, like, right on, by the chimney. You just need to probably caulk it with the,
Yeah, I can show you, get some pictures.
bring the picture of mine, so.
Oh, yeah.
I think that tie-in is
This
farther
is
down.
behind one of the doors, you need a door stopper, they put a little piece of wood, the painter probably did that.
Okay.
Dad noticed that. This is in the